You're a prize winner.
If you can hear any buzzing in the background, then you are our lucky prize winner. Which means you need to call this number 0800 282 930. Hello, welcome to the Three Numbers with me, Ben.
Me, Sam.
Me, Josh.
And me, Corn.
Today our topic is Drunken Shenanigans. Alcohol can have quite an effect on us, our decision making and such.
Yes.
Especially if you're a knobhead.
Especially if you're a knobhead. Alcohol and knobhead, bad mix.
Cool.
Yeah,
Alright,
before we go on to the Drunken Shenanigans, I'm gonna go to the comments page on our website. We haven't had many, we want more. We got some stuff.
Comment in, ask us any questions you like, any at all.
Or tell us your drunken stories, because we'll read them out next episode.
And let us know if you want your name included in that or not. Or just make up a name. Call yourself Sean Phillips. Don't even matter.
That's what everyone did last time, so...
Yes. And onto the comments then. We've got one from Dave. Can you stop with all the Tom Daly jokes? They're just not funny.
Good lad.
Brilliant joke, Dave. We've got Anonymous. Good to hear the show back again, lads. Nice comment there, not abusing it. That's not what we want to hear. We want abuse.
Abuse us, please.
And another... shut up, man. It might be the same Anonymous. It might not be. But they're both the correct spelling, so chances are it's the same person. I am back, bitches. That's another one we had last year. And Corn, I am coming for you. I know where you live. Just wait, I'm coming for you.
It's nice to hear you commenting on the section, Ben.
I read that with slightly more charisma than the guy probably meant it, but there we go.
Colin's got a fan.
That was all off our website. Now to the YouTube, where we've only got one comment. He's quoting Ben from the last episode. If it's got pubes on it, then it's a urinal cake, you said, Ben.
I
And
did.
he's put, does this mean my dick's a urinal cake? Do you want to answer to Mr. Morgan?
First-
And tell him.
First off, I wouldn't want to make any assumptions. I wouldn't want to say that his dick isn't a urinal cake. I haven't seen it. It might be.
What if
Do you want to see
I'm
it,
not going to
Ben?
discriminate like that.
What if it's that
If
small
you're
and
an
wide
individual.
that it actually looks like a urinal cake?
And blue.
Yeah, if it's got a blue chode, it might be a urinal cake.
If your dick is a urinal cake, or looks like one, I don't want to offend you. But what I
Ben,
actually...
forget it with this no offence. There's no one going to be getting offended by that.
Okay, if your dick's a urinal cake, you're a freak of nature, and you should probably kill yourself.
Okay, stop with that. Stop.
But thanks, Morgan. We're glad you're a fan of the show, and keep
There's
listening after that.
And don't follow Ben's advice there.
We want more comments. And yeah, just before we leave the comments, I'd just like to inform the people that the Three Knobheads will soon be available in high def, because I've been reliably informed that in order to enjoy the show, you need to be either high or deaf. Anyway, we call ourselves a topical podcast, so it wouldn't be fair if we didn't put a little mention into a legend who passed away recently, Nelson Mandela.
Had a lot of idiots in the news who've had stuff to say about it. Paris Hilton, for example.
Oh yeah, she tweeted that the "I Have a Dream" speech was so inspirational, and that she's sad that the great man is dead. It's like, well done. I think you've got the wrong inspirational person there.
It's slightly
Paris.
better than some celebrities who thought it was Morgan Freeman who'd actually died.
There are millions thinking it's Morgan Freeman. I've seen a thing on the internet, it was off Facebook or something. Someone had put, who's Nelson Mandela? Sorry, Ben.
Can I just say something here? Idris Elba is playing Nelson Mandela in a new film. Idris Elba's character in his hit show is Luther. Martin Luther King is the one who Paris Hilton thought died. Now, if that's not a conspiracy, I don't know what it is.
Fuck off.
I don't believe Paris
Fight the power
Hilton's
people.
mind can actually work in that way, so probably not, but you know, it's a good thing to say.
Think about it, people.
Don't. Please don't.
Go
I
on.
have thought about it, Ben. It's bullshit.
Okay, as I was saying, this conversation, someone put, who's Nelson Mandela? And then someone put underneath a comment saying, Come on, haven't you ever seen the film Bruce Almighty? Thinking they're being all clever. No.
I saw that Morgan Freeman put on his Twitter about this.
What did he put? I'm not Nelson Mandela.
He said something along the lines of, "I'm not Nelson Mandela, you fucking idiots. I'm still alive."
Do you want to try and say that more like how he'd have said it?
I think that's racist,
I
isn't
can't
it?
do that.
He wouldn't have said it like that. He's got that most elegant voice. Oh.
You couldn't picture Colin in a black voice,
Okay.
so could you?
So,
Yeah. Go on.
Mandela.
You're at a party recently.
This is our main
Okay, yeah.
drunken
You
stories.
You made quite a spectacle of yourself.
Oh, I did.
Do you care to explain the course of the party from the beginning? Obviously, don't take too long. No, we don't want to know like what like your favourite drink is. Like
What time you went for a piss, or?
yeah.
Well, we're not interested.
We don't want to know how many times you peed.
I mean, we're not quite
Unless
interested.
something interesting happened whilst you were peeing.
Were
like a
all
man
the rest
appeared
of you
the
at
window.
this party?
I was at the party.
Ben was.
I was the only other person at the party here.
Just say because I don't get.
Yeah, just
I don't
it
get invited to
wasn't
these.
just me and Ben.
It wasn't our private party.
There
I
were-
didn't invite Colin around my house and then get him drunk. That'd be a bit weird.
Ben only does that with girls under a certain age. On that age, he's 20. Before any of you got any dirty ideas.
Yes.
So yeah, Ben, carry on, and Corn, whoever's
Well-
telling the story.
Basically, we went to this party. It was, I believe it was a Lord of the Rings drinking.
Just in case you hadn't got it clear, but we're complete, absolute sad
Was it
losers.
a Lord of the Rings drinking game? Whenever Jack Bayless came on screen, you had to down a pint.
I know, it was things like that. Whenever they referred to the ring as precious, you had to take a drink, and things like that.
As you can imagine, we were all pretty drunk pretty fast.
Every time a
yeah.
hobbit came out with no shoes on, you had to drink.
It might as well have been that. And people were taking it a bit far. It's like, even they're just making up their own rules, like something would happen, and then people just like absolutely down like half a can.
Oh yeah, another rule that was particularly detrimental to our sobriety was every time Frodo pulled a jizz face, you had to take a drink.
Anyway,
which
yeah.
is a lot.
Come on, can we get on with?
Okay,
Let's get on the story.
Okay.
with limited time.
And this
So you-
this kind of thing partly contributed to my highly drunken state.
So you'd be quite drunk at this point. I think you'd had more to drink at the party than anyone else there.
Was that the most
Yeah.
you'd ever drank?
Oh yeah.
With that beard, you have to drink though, don't you, Colin? You can't have a beard and not drink.
Stroking Colin's beard now.
It's even got.
Anyway,
Stroking his beard.
let's get on.
Sorry.
Because I believe the story involves...
Quite ironic, isn't it? Some guy who doesn't have a beard molesting some guy with a beard.
It's because you can't grow one.
Neither can you, bastard.
Okay, on with the story.
Wait, come on, wait a sec, we haven't, on the story. Okay, so, Corn goes, oh no, I need to go to the toilet.
Well, no, give the context. It's in the middle of the night.
It's, middle of the night,
Yeah.
we're all kind of like drunk days, just lying down on the sofa.
Oh, you're asleep, is what I heard.
No, we weren't all asleep. Some people were asleep, we were mostly just all dazing around. Then Corn goes, oh, I'm going to go to the toilet, and he just stumbles out of the lounge.
Yeah. Off I trot.
And then all of a sudden, we hear one of the girls at the party go, "What? Corn? No!" And then
That sounds even dodgier than what actually
and then it starts starts crying out for someone to go and grab.
No, don't put it there.
And then one of the other guys at the party like suddenly runs out to where Corn is, and I was quite in a state of myself this time, so I didn't actually see with my own eyes. But according to eyewitnesses, walked in on Corn, sat in the dining room on a nice wooden polished chair with his trousers down,
Boxers down. Or pants, as you may like.
bare ass and testicles, sat on the chair.
Yeah, just kind of sitting there contemplating the meaning of life.
Again,
Well, I don't know if you were doing
probably-
your tea while listening to this.
Probably.
Well, you say contemplating your life. Don't you mean going for a shit, or attempting to at least?
Probably tempting. I'll be honest, I have absolutely no idea
Corn
what
was out
happened.
of it. But
I did just kind of black out and then kind of
All that we
blacked
do
in
know.
a few minutes later.
So I'm guessing all that we do know is that basically you had wood touching your arse.
Oh, I did. I had a big piece of wood touching my arse, Josh.
But yeah, so this kid comes in and he grabs Corn and he gets him off a chair and he goes, "No, that's not a fucking toilet, you retard." And he gets Corn to pull up his boxers and his trousers and he walks him to the toilet.
That would be my first mode of action, to get him to pull up his fucking trousers. I wouldn't explain what he'd done wrong and then tell him to do it.
Yes, and then apparently, because I still don't remember this, when I came out of the toilet after doing the business in the correct place.
Have they even checked it was in the correct place? Might be in a plant pot or ceiling fan.
Basically, I then came out of the toilet attempting to sing Kesha's TikTok, but I know like 5 of the words.
And you're the whitest guy I know.
Yeah, I'm one of the whitest kids out there. So it didn't really go very well, unfortunately.
Okay. Josh,
Ben.
Sudoku,
Oh, Sudoku.
tell us about it.
Well,
What happened?
I don't like people to think I'm a drunkard, but to put this into context, this was about, in the English education system, leaving year 8, summer holidays, going into year 9, I was probably, is that 12?
It's got to be 12.
We'll call it 12. And it's the summer holidays, nothing to do. And I go over to my friend's house who lives in the country, and for those of you who don't know, we live in quite a rural area, so, you know, it's all about us, like grass and shit.
Us country bumpkins down there.
Yeah, so that happens, and then I go around to his house, and at this point, he's been around mine for the day, and we're going back his for the evening to stay over, and it turns out his parents have got friends around, and they're a bit tipsy, shall we say, and in their drunken mistake, they may have handed over to us 2 12-year-olds a bottle of wine to share together, followed up by a pack of 4 cans. And this being pretty much one of the first major experiences of alcohol for me. After the bottle of wine, I was shit-faced, but the cans didn't help either. So I wasn't too physically, I must have been, but I don't remember I wasn't sick or anything, but I felt very heady, to say the least. So
Heady.
we decided
Another word I've learnt today.
we decided it'd be a good idea to probably kind of sleep outside, because we set a tent up thinking to do that anyway, but in case we need a piss, you know.
And you couldn't find any wooden chairs?
So, you know, we set up outside, and it's quite late at night, so we've got a torch with us, because the friends have gone and his parents gone to bed inside, so we're outside, just him and I. And I wake up desperate for a piss because I've drank that much. So I'd grab the torch, stumble outside, and on his field he's got a sort of fire pit. But there was this bag of sand which you meant to put round it, but we knocked it over earlier in the day, so it was just all over the floor. And me being a bit of a freaking nerd, shall we say, I decided it'd be a fun idea to try and play Sudoku with my own piss.
As you do.
In this bag of sand.
How much piss did you have?
Well, it was over a period of about 7 pisses throughout the night. It probably didn't even have worked, it would have dried up by that point because it was so warm, but yeah, I desperately attempted to have a game of Sudoku.
I'm guessing that if it wasn't already the numbers put into the square, the puzzle already made for it. Are you making your own Sudoku puzzle?
Yeah, I was making my own and hoping my drunken state would teach me, to completely forget what I'd just done. And
That put me to shame because I've never completed one when sober. So if you'd have done one while absolutely pissed using your cock, that'd put me to shame.
I'm still finding it hard to believe that you actually had enough piss to draw out the grid and do all the numbers.
Was this a team effort? No, was it a solo pursuit?
A solo pursuit over about 4 to 7 different pisses. That's a word. But basically it was my second piss of the day, and after that much to drink, not just alcohol, just to drink liquid wise, you're gonna piss a lot.
Yeah.
But I've no idea what happened. It dried up by morning. There was just a bit of a piss pool there and here and there.
Did you wake up with it fully complete? Just I'm a fucking genius.
I'd like to think I did. I'm the new Einstein. I complete Sudoku with my own cock. But yeah, that's my story.
Oh, okay. Whatever.
Ben, shall I go next? Because yours is probably quite a lot funnier.
Well, no, I don't. I don't want to.
So.
All right. Go on then.
And I'm going to go with that one. Before I mention this drunken story, just something that involves getting drunk. I heard this story a couple of days ago that someone a bit younger than us had actually got really drunk, actually properly drunk, off Coca-Cola. How do you do that? It's crazy. You'd have to be drunk so much.
What?
How the hell did he do that?
don't know.
Surely.
No, you get
It's got an alcohol content of absolutely zero.
No, he got.
You get hyper, but you wouldn't get drunk.
You'd
I don't
literally have to be more full of coke than a Nigella Lawson mince pie.
Oh god.
In case you haven't figured out, I just brought that story up to tell that joke. now I'm gonna get on with my story. Okay, I wasn't actually there because obviously I don't get invited to all these parties that Ben and Corn and that do. But it's pretty funny anyway. Basically, a guy I know, I'm not going to mention his name, he's a bit old to be clubbing, but he went out for a night in Birmingham, like proper middle of Birmingham club, and he was dancing away, probably had quite a bit to drink, and he'd run out of dance moves. So I don't know why, but he decided to start doing monkey actions. He didn't mean anything by it, but slowly people started turning heads in there, going like, is this guy for real? Does he realise where he is and what this could mean?
The centre of Birmingham.
So anyway, a bouncer comes over to him and asks him to stop. Obviously, he's not a racist man. He doesn't think he's doing anything wrong. He's quite innocent, really. But yeah, imagine him stood here in a club in Birmingham with his arms going.
God.
Was he doing the sound effects as well?
I don't know what there, as I said, but
That'd be
imagine
taking the
that.
piss.
Imagine that, and then the bouncer did have to turf him out, and it was only when I think someone explained to him the next day that it really sunk in, and he was kind of like, "Shit, can't show my face there again."
Yeah, can't do monkey dances around.
As I say, I'm going out Friday night. I'll try and do something stupid to actually involves me,
Now that is dedication.
so
to
I
the
can
show.
maybe mention it next week because I'm a boring bastard. I'm one of these that just drinks for the sake of drinking.
An alcoholic, you mean?
Alcoholic. Is that the word for it?
I believe it is.
Anyway, over to Ben.
Wow. I've got a good story, but I'm going to save that for another episode.
Oh, we've got a whole list of stories here.
We've got a whole page of just what Ben's done in like the past few months.
One of the dumb things I did recently was chili con carne. Well, not making
You
it.
did it, as in
No.
sexual
I didn't-
acts
I didn't-
with chili
I didn't
con
do it.
carne.
I kind of did.
Oh God,
in a
what?
way. It's at a party, and
And you whopped it out and stuck it in some chili.
Josh has been pissing me off, as per usual. So I decided it was a great idea to down half a bottle of vodka in the first 10 minutes of the party. I then got handed a lot of champagne, which I drank very quickly. I then continued to drink a lot of cider. I actually ended up throwing up 45 minutes into a party, which I think is a record.
The culmination of drinking.
I challenge you listeners to beat that.
That's your challenge for this week. If anyone did last week's challenge of doing something while you're getting your hair cut that we posted,
Yeah, we still haven't had any
then
videos back.
well
of
done
that.
for that. But what is
So,
this week's challenge, Ben?
This week's challenge is to make yourself throw up from alcohol consumption under
not even a
45
nice
minutes.
But yeah, if you can do that, guys, we want a video as
Yeah.
well. We demand
Okay.
video evidence.
So I was at this party and I was sat next to this girl, and because I get a bit weird when I'm drunk. I thought, I know. Yeah, Josh has just remembered what it was. I thought, I know, I'll weird her out, or like, I don't know. I know what. Oh, yeah. So I said,
Why are you rubbing yourself?
I'm not rubbing. I'm not rubbing myself.
When Ben says weird out, he means sexually entice.
Yes. No. Anyway, so I get handed this bowl of chili con carne, but because I'm so drunk, I'm just out of it. I can't find the cutlery, and then she just goes, "Oh, why don't you just eat it with your mouth as a joke?" And I'm like, "All right then, challenge accepted." And then I start doing
Like a dog.
my tongue in that chili con carne. Terrible. God, it was a despicable act. It would. God, the way I ate the potatoes has got to be the worst. I'll just
Can
leave that
you
to your
give us
imagination.
a full description,
I'll
please,
leave
Ben?
it to your imagination. But I was doing unspeakable things to chicken candy with my mouth. I don't think this girl probably appreciated it. Yeah, so I wake up the next day and I'm just like, oh my fucking god, my mouth feels like it's inside of fucking hell. It felt like it's on fire, and I'm just in like shitloads of pain. And I was like, oh, what did I do last night? Then I realised I did what I'd been doing to that chili con carne, and at the time, because I was so drunk, I didn't realise. But it had been so scalding hot, I just completely burnt a hole inside of my mouth.
So we can say you literally
Ben, you're
gave.
still rubbing yourself while telling the story.
Can we literally say, Ben, you gave a poon job to a bowl of chili con carne?
Yes.
It seems we're almost out of time. For part 2 of the Ben Thornton Jones Drunken Maniac, tune in.
We've got lots of stuff.
Tune in next week.
I'm just going to list
On the
off
3 novels.
some of the stuff we've got. Midnight Run, Bird Feeder, Dress, Skype Call, and Smack That. Just leave that to your imagination.
Yeah, that's what you got to look forward to next week. So
Till then, keep the comments coming in.
keep them coming. We want more comments this week. Lads.
Ask us questions.
Pick up the pace. And
Like us on Facebook.
yeah,
Subscribe to us. Just, yeah.
get it out there.
Feed our egos.
Cool.
And, we'll see you next week.